Myself Madhvi Behra. Today I am going to teach a topic of chemistry, that is structure of atom. So the topic itself told them, what do you mean by atom? Atom is nothing but it is the tiniest particle of matter. As we know already that matter is nothing but it consists of solid, liquid and gas. From standard 5th we are reading the same. So what do you mean by solid, liquid and gas? Solid is, we can take example as salt, sugar, chalk, pen, which is around us. Liquid, water, gases, all the things like nitrogen, oxygen, all consist of atom. So atom is nothing but it is a tiniest particle of matter. Now, according to John Dalton, who discovered atom, he told that atom is nothing but it cannot be indivisible. What do you mean by indivisible? Indivisible is nothing but we cannot destroy or we cannot create atom. So John Dalton told that atoms can neither be created nor destroyed. But according to the fundamental quantities, that is according to modern atomic theory, he discovered that atom can also be divided into subatomic particles like proton, electrons and neutrons. So atoms are divided into three subatomic particles, that is electrons, protons and neutrons. Electrons, protons and neutrons. So electrons are negatively charged, protons are positively charged and neutrons are electrically neutral. So this three quantities where it is present? It is present inside the nucleus. So what do you mean by nucleus? Nucleus is nothing but it is a dense mass. This is the nucleus. So in this nucleus, neutrons and protons are present inside the nucleus and electrons are revolving around it. So this causes atoms to make up electron, protons and neutrons. Then how electron revolve around the nucleus? According to which basis? This is the main thing, proton and electron. There is a force between proton and electron. Which force? The force is electrostatic force which tends the electrons to move around the nucleus. Now, so proton is +1 and electron is -1. Then how we can prove that proton and electron is +1 and -1 and neutrons are electrically neutral? According to one example I will give you, from that you can tell that yes, neutron is electrically neutral. So now I am giving one example of first element, that is hydrogen. It is very easy. Hydrogen. So hydrogen has atomic number 1 and its mass number also 1.008 something, and we are considering as 1 only. So though hydrogen has 1 atomic number, so it consists of electron is 1 minus and proton is 1 plus. So this is the nucleus. Inside proton and neutron is present and revolving 1 electron. So here 1 electron is present. Though it contains -1 and +1, so you know according to mathematics, +1 and -1 cancel each other and become 0. So from here we can term as yes, 0 means they are electrically neutral. Now I can take another one example, that is helium. So helium has atomic number 2. So here electron is 2 and proton is also 2. So here electron 2, we can make 2 electrons and proton inside 2 plus. So 2 plus and 2 minus cancel each other and become neutral. So suppose you know according to the physics that proton is +1, plus charge +1 or 2. Suppose 2 for helium we will take. So 2 protons are present. Though 2 protons are present, so they will repel each other according to the physics because they both have plus charge. So if both they have plus charge and they will repel each other, so what will happen? It will disturb the structure of the nucleus. That is the reason why we consider as neutron here, 2 neutron to make an abstraction between the proton and proton to does not get repel each other. That is the thing. Now Suppose structure of nucleus. Then we will go to the how structure of electrons and protons considered. Suppose we will take an example of sodium. Sodium has atomic number 11. So this nucleus, what we are doing, this nucleus are called, or this labels are called energy label, or we can term it as shells. So in this cell, there is not only 2 cells or 3 cells. According to 2n square rule, that is Bohr and Bury, who has given 2n square rule, he has given 4 cell, that is KLMN. So according to 2n square rule, we can take electron in that. Suppose 2, 8, 18, 32. 2n square. Suppose we are taking n equal to 1. So 2 into 1 square, that is equal to 2. Means the innermost can contain 2 electrons, that is K cell. Then next it will shift to 8, then 18 and 32. Now suppose sodium. Sodium electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. So how we will place like this? 2 is the innermost. 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1 is the outermost. The outermost is nothing but this is innermost, then antipenultimate, then penultimate shell, and this last is called outermost cell and valency cell. So that valency cell, whichever electron is present in the outermost cell, that will be the valency of the particular element. Suppose sodium contains 1 electron, means sodium has valency 1 plus. Why 1 plus? Because if sodium will give 1 electron to the other element, so in the outermost he will become stable, and the outermost it is 8 electron. And lastly, I want to say electron is discovered by J.J. Thomson, proton is